You've got to be kidding me. What is in the water when it comes to the Indiana Fever this year? What voodoo doll, what curse was put upon this team? Just a few minutes ago, I learned that Damiris Dantas is out of game 1 against the Atlanta Dream. According to Tony East, he reported that Dantas suffered the concussion Thursday in practice. Yes, she's concussed. It's not a leg injury or foot injury. This is a concussion. We don't know if she's going to be available for the rest of the year at this point, which at this point shortens the rotation even further. Michaela Timpson does not really play many minutes when it comes to, matchups with the Atlanta Dream. And we've seen her minutes come and go. Dantas has had mixed performances at best, I would say. So I don't say this to be like, damn, Dantas isn't in the lineup. What will we do? What I say is like, this is so much to ask for to a team to compete if everyone's just dropping like flies. I can't believe this. This is just like, what do you do? What do you do? If you can't play, you can't win. This is seemingly what it's come down to for the Indiana Fever. And, Dantas, her three-point shooting I think she's shooting in the 20s something this year. So it's not like a loss on that point. But the morale for this team has got to be just next level bad at this point. Like when it comes to like, wow, how will we actually win? Like we've seen the videos. This team gets along. They love each other. They are very hilarious. But like I can just imagine this amount of, and I'll use this word lightly, tragedy that has come along with everything going on this year with this team. This is completely unfair. And so I want to say, life's not fair. Sports not fair. All these things, are not fair necessarily. Fair is somewhere that you eat fried dough and, chicken bacon on a stick and several other things that I'm thinking of. Deep fried Oreos. But man, this is just how much more. Who will the Fever lose next at this point? I feel like I should be calling one of those bet DraftKings things. We should start betting on the Indiana Fever players. Who will get injured in what order? Is this a Final Destination type thing? Was it like, the injury bug is not death, but, just how death would chase each individual person? Is the injury bug chasing each individual member of the Indiana Fever? And how do we get these people spared? Like, how do we do this? You can't plan for a concussion. You can't come out here and be like, well, I'm going to compete in a certain way to ensure I don't get a concussion. A concussion just happens, and she's out of game 1 now. I think it's too late to get a hardship player, so they're just, down. So Aaliyah Boston will probably see an uptick in minutes. Michaela Simpson may break into the rotation, but the Dream have a lot of big bodies in their lineup, and one more person that you don't have for the Fever, that's, 6 less fouls that you have. And it's, one less person you can throw in there to steal a few minutes. Unbelievable. This is terrible on every level. So right here, I got the stats for Dantas pulled up. And you can see her three-point shooting right here on this column here. It's 26%. So that's just kind of fallen off a cliff this year. Last year, she was shooting around 40%. But this still stinks for their morale. And, everything with the Fever right now in the playoffs, I think, is almost a why not us? Nobody believes in us. And they got to rally amongst each other. And at this point, it's just like, who will be the last women standing? Will Stephanie White eventually have to put a uniform on? Will they have to call Lynn Dunn down to coach? Breanne January, are you ready to handle the ball? Maybe they should do it like baseball where the coaches are in uniform as well, just for, in case they got to go out there, give them all numbers that are goofy. This stinks. And just feels part of a lost season, really. Totally unfair for the Indiana Fever. Anyway, I'm Rich. Let me know what you think about this sudden news. And we'll talk next time. Peace. It's one lifetime.